Hey there, YouTube, what's going on? So we finally got our hot tub working. I don't know how long this porch light's gonna last, so I'm gonna try and make this quick. So there's a 7,000 capita, 7,000 populace migrant van heading our way from not Guatemala, Honduras. And listen, just hear me out on this, okay? So, do you remember over in Europe when they had all the migrants just infiltrating their country? And it created these little ghettos everywhere. And, you know, I'm not saying that the migrants are ghetto and this and that, but it does bring over a lot of criminal people. People that aren't familiar with our Constitution and our way of life and our freedom of speech and right to bear arms and private property and all this and that. And you guys know what this is about. They're bringing in more votes. That's all it is. There are a lot of those people, though, that do believe in the Constitution. They study up on America. They study up on the Constitution. And they're fighting against communism. That's why they come over here, because they're looking for freedom. But a lot of these people in these caravans are not. A lot of the people in the caravans are criminals. They are basically ushered in by the United Nations. And anyway, they're heading here right now, 7,000 of them. This is just going to continue to happen. The United States lets in more immigrants than any other country combined, or maybe more than all the countries combined. I'm not sure exactly the number on that, but I do know that if you take two of the highest amount of immigration countries and add them together, we bring in more. And it's still not enough, right? It's still not enough because they want the votes, okay? So hear me out on this. If Joe Biden actually gets in there, he's going to open up our border. If he opens up our border and they flood our country with people, they will then put pressure on the food supply, put pressure on the job supply, put pressure on the monetary system. And you guys know that watch my videos, when the first world crashes, the third world dies. That's why they're running. Partially, obviously, because of the UN too. But their countries are being starved out of existence. This is part of the whole, you know, getting rid of, you know, people like me, or not like me, but people in general. I was trying to confuse that up so the censors didn't get it. So they're dying over there. Now they're coming here. They're going to flood our country with people. It's going to crash the job market. It's going to crash the food supply. It's going to make them inflate our dollar and lower wages. There's going to be a wage lowering. I don't know how to say it really. There's going to be a wage, it's a wage decrease, obviously. There's a word for it, though. And then it's just going to be crime-ridden. And so this is part of the plan to bring us down to third world stature. And I pray to God Trump, you know what I mean, guys? I pray to God he just stays in there. I don't know. I'm predicting, this is what I predict. I predict on the 19th something's going to happen. And that's the day I'm picking. In my last video, I predicted something was going to happen, but I'm predicting that it's going to be on the 19th. I think they're going to see some things happening tonight and tomorrow, but I believe that the 19th is going to be the big day for the biggest events aimed at us. Hopefully it's something that's taking care of the people that are aiming things at us, but I do believe the 19th is going to be the day. And you're going to think it's funny where I came up with this number. Can you grab that light again, buddy, real quick?
Yes.
You're going to think it's funny where I came up with this number. I came up with this number because I was on a radio channel, and this is kind of crazy, okay? But this is not like, I don't really believe in this, you know, number. Thank you. I don't believe in the whole number. I mean, there's some good persuasive arguments out there about the whole numerology thing, but this is how I came up with this. So I was on channel 151940 when I was down there in the DC, okay? And then when I called in on the American Journal on Infowars.com, I rang in at 1 hour and 51 minutes. So I'm just, this is just, it's not, obviously I can't prove anything, and this is just kind of like whack job shit, but hear me out. So I took the 1 off and I made that January, right? And then I added up the rest of the sequence, which, 51940, and that came up to be 119. And then I shared this with my friend, and he's like, dude, yeah, 119. Something's gonna happen on January 19th. We'll just wait and see. Anyway, guys, I'm gonna enjoy my hot tub here and get rested and get ready to go to bed. I hope all you guys have a good night. I hope you all stay safe. Get some food, water, gas, protection, and pray. Pray. Big time pray. And there's a guy on here who commented not too long ago, and I just want to say, hey, thanks for coming back and talking to me again. And hopefully one day, your problem will stop being with God, and it's going to be a journey, man. So this is just have some faith, just keep sticking to it, and remember that He gave us free will, and that's what's going on. This free will is what is leading us to this. We have fallen into sin like no other. And just think about this. Last year, more black babies were aborted than born. Okay? So maybe you yourself haven't sinned like, we sin every day, obviously, but maybe you haven't sinned like you think you deserve any, retribution or judgment or righteousness used against you. But humanity as a whole, you guys, we've fallen so far from God. Anyway, God bless you. God bless America. And I hope we all come through this unscathed.